The National City Police Department investigated a fatal traffic collision involving a pedestrian, Siobhan Smith King. National City Police Department officials state that a driver who was DUI alcohol and was talking on his cell phone when he crashed into a parked car, pushing it into Siobhan Smith King, who was standing in front of it. According to a police report, the fatal collision occurred the night of May 13, 2015, near the intersection of East 30th Street and D Avenue. Police say Irma Victoria, 31, was driving east when he crashed into a Mercedes-Benz S320 parked on the south side of East 30th Street. The collision pushed the Mercedes into Siobhan Smith King, pinning her against the rear end of another parked vehicle where she bled to death. Siobhan is survived by her mother, Shirley Smith. Siobhan enjoyed cheer, track, and field at Sweetwater High School. Siobhan had aspirations of going to school to be a medical assistant or registered nurse. Siobhan will be missed by her family and friends. We offer our deepest condolences to the family members of the deceased victim. Memorial services will be held at Glen Abbey Mortuary on Saturday, May 25th, 2019 at 10 a.m.
Rest in peace, Eric Grendel. The National City Police Department investigated a fatal traffic collision involving a pedestrian. Eric Grendel was killed in a National City traffic collision after a two-car collision sent one car onto the sidewalk where it struck Jesus Osuna. According to a police report, the fatal collision occurred at the intersection of F Avenue and East 24th Street on the night of April 30, 2019. Police say a white 2014 Honda that was northbound on F Avenue collided with a silver 2003 Ford Escape driven by a 50-year-old drunk man who was driving on the wrong side of the road. The Ford veered off and struck Eric Grendel, who was walking on the sidewalk. Eric is survived by his parents, Glenn and Rizalina, and his brother and sister, David and Jennifer. Eric enjoyed playing football and track and field at Sweetwater High School. Eric had aspirations of playing college football. Eric will be missed by his family and friends. We offer our deepest condolences to the family members of the deceased victim. Memorial services will be held at Glen Abbey Mortuary on Saturday, May 25th, 2019 at 10 a.m. Rest in peace, Irma Victoria. The National City Police Department is investigating a major injury crash of a 17-year-old drunk driver from San Diego. The collision occurred on Highland Avenue in National City early in the afternoon of April 30, 2019. The drunk driver attempted to drive away from the scene and was later apprehended. Irma Victoria was walking across Highland Avenue when she was struck by the driver in front of her classmates and friends. Irma Victoria and two other students at Sweetwater were pronounced dead at the scene. The driver involved in the collision was a classmate at Sweetwater High School. He will be charged with 3 counts of vehicular manslaughter. Irma Victoria, known as Irms, is survived by her mother, Edith Victoria, and her brothers and sister, Maria, Melody, Mark, and Juan. Irma played hockey, ran track and cross country. Irma was active in the ASB of Sweetwater High School. Irma had ambitions to join the U.S. Army and serve her country. Irma will be missed. We offer our deepest condolences to the family members of the deceased victim. Memorial services will be held at Glen Abbey Mortuary on Saturday, May 25th, 2015 at 10 a.m.
The National City Police Department is investigating a fatal crash which officials say involved a driver under the influence of prescription drugs at the intersection of East 22nd Street and Highland Avenue on April 30th, 2019. Monica Lona was walking east on 22nd Street at a marked crosswalk when a 44-year-old man ran a red light and struck Lona. Lona died from her injuries at a local hospital. The driver stopped at the scene and was arrested on suspicion of driving under the influence. The investigation is ongoing. Monica Lona is survived by her parents, Monica and Alejandra Lona, and her and brothers and sisters, Hector, Samantha, and Axel. Monica enjoyed being an ASB officer running cross-country, soccer, track, and field. Monica's future plans were going to be attending a 4-year university, USC, and major in kinesionology, to be a sports trainer or a physical therapist. Monica will be missed. We offer our deepest condolences to the family members of the deceased victim. Memorial services will be held at Glen Abbey Mortuary on Saturday, May 25th, 2019 at 10 a.m.
We regret to inform you, Zainab Otobi shall rest in peace. Affectionately known as Zara, 17-year-old Zainab was tragically killed while crossing legally in the crosswalk at 30th Street by a drunk driver. Zainab is survived by her parents, Toka Alawe, and her brothers and sisters, Benin, Mohammed, Alhami, Hayder, and Alhami. She has close friends that will deeply miss her. Kenyon Smith, Angel Castro, and Jaleem Jackson. She was very involved in drama club and enjoyed hanging out with her friends and working at the zoo. Her dream in life was to become a lawyer and attend Washington State University. She will always be known as a happy, friendly, outgoing, and funny, independent person. So at this point, we ask that Zenobi Altobi rest in peace. She will be dearly missed.
Wendy Guzman. I'm the dance director here. I run the dance program. Actually, I witnessed it a couple of years ago, and I volunteered this year. The first time I saw it, it was very impactful for me because one of the victims was one of my students in my dance team, and I didn't quite know exactly what was going on, obviously until the culmination of it at the assembly. But it was very emotional and very impactful for me. So in this series, I'm me. I'm the dance teacher, and I'm leaving to a doctor's appointment. I call my husband to let him know I'm heading out, and out of nowhere, a car just crashes into me, and I'm gonna end up paralyzed, which is devastating for me because I'm a dance teacher. But seeing all the pieces being put together was very eye-opening, and it kind of made it more real to what was gonna happen. So this morning, I was kind of nervous because I knew that this was happening, but it wasn't until they came into my classroom, about 6 police officers holding not the obituary, but the scene of what happened, and them explaining it to my students. Immediately I got emotional. I had to contain myself. And then as I got here and I saw Sierra, she's going to be the deceased student. She's actually one of my students in my classes. She should be in my class right now. And so just to know that this could actually be a reality makes it very difficult to do. But more reason for me to want to do it, because I want students to be impacted by this so that they make better decisions. And not only students, adults too, because we do stupid decisions all the time as well. Watching myself after they gave me the mirror was super intense. It's scary, but I think it's a great positive message that we're going to give out.
Hi, I'm Mercy Miana, the mother of Sierra Miana. And my role was her mom, of course. And what I think about the every 15-minute program is that it brings awareness to a lot of people, not only to teens, but I think even younger generation. And it happens every day. The role that I knew my daughter was playing was one of the main roles.
Okay.
And that was actually being the person who was going to die in the accident.
Okay.
So basically I was to prepare myself what was gonna happen, which I saw today offhand. It was surreal, like it felt real to me, and so it's a shock. I mean, I'm shocked. I still didn't believe what they told me. I dropped her off at school, and school's where she should be, but hearing there's an accident, that was like, it changed me. It just froze me. I was in shock until I needed to see her to validate that.
It's real what I feel. Yeah, really, I feel until now. They should think, really, the accident happens. And if they drink, they might as well take the Uber or let somebody pick them up.
Okay.
And that's the best thing to do.
They're teens. They shouldn't be drinking, first of all.
Correct.
And you know what I mean, Uber or whatever, being behind a wheel or whatever, that's just the main thing. You guys just don't drink. Your time will come, when you can. But as of right now, with all these deaths and DUIs and everything, it's just not worth it.
Every 15 minutes in the United States, someone is either killed or seriously injured at the hands of a drunk driver. This is an epidemic that is affecting everybody. We as Red Devils are not exempt. There's not a bubble around our town. There's no law that says you can't drive drunk in our town that excludes us. It is against the law to drive drunk, and this right here is not an accident. This is a preventable collision that could have been prevented if someone would have made the right decision. So I challenge you, tomorrow we're going to meet again. And this is an opportunity as a student body to empower each and every single one of you to be a leader, and be a leader to stop this epidemic that is killing you, your family members, and our loved ones. So it is very important that you take this message seriously and that you attend tomorrow's event, because it'll come full circle and you'll understand that this happens to us, to Red Devils, to National City folks.